Hello dear students, welcome back to the NCERT Science class of 9th standard. Dear students, in the previous class we have studied about the diseases or the infectious disease, how it is spreading, that we have studied, and the specific site or the specific organ on which the diseases are affect. See, we have studied here we have studied the different diseases that affects on the lungs, that is tuberculosis. If the disease which enters through the air during the respiration, that disease affects on the lungs. For example, tuberculosis or the TB, that we can say tuberculosis, TB and COVID-19. These are the respiratory diseases that affects on the lungs only. See, some diseases, see, that will move with the help of water and food orally, that affects on the gut lining. For example, typhoid and cholera. Yes, from which side they will enter, they will affect that particular organ. See why? The microorganisms are very smaller compared to the human body. Human body is the very larger. That's why microorganisms are very smaller and they will affect to a particular side in the body. See, we have studied the different parts. Then after this one, some microorganisms, they affects on the immunity system. You know the immunity system, the disease resistance power which is present in our body by birth only. They are continuous fighting with the disease causing agents or the foreign bodies which are entered to our body. Some diseases are there, some microbes, they affects on the immunity system only. That we have studied. Immunity system, they try to kill the immunity system, by which what happens? We will suffer by the number of diseases. If a minor disease causing microorganisms enters the body, the disease will becomes major. See, simple cold flu that will turn to the pneumonia. See what happens? The immunity is totally collapsed in our body. Then what happens? Whatever the diseases are entered into our body, they produces a hazardous effect in the body. Isn't it? That we have studied in the previous class. Then the liver, that is the jaundice. Hepatitis A virus, hepatitis B virus, when it enters the body, then it produces a jaundice that affects the liver. Then after this one, the one more, that is Japanese encephalitis bacteria, a virus. Then when it enters, it brings the brain fever. It affects on the brain fever. And next, we have studied the symptoms of diseases. How the diseases are identified. It means by saying the symptoms of that particular organ, the physician and we will also can identify the symptoms of, means the types of diseases. If a person is continuously coughing and he is suffering from the breathlessness, then we can say that he is suffering from the particular TB. And next, the COVID and all, we can say. Yes, like that. If a person is getting a stomach pain, then we can say that he is suffering from the stomach ache and all, or his internaling of the stomach is affected, that we can say. Then see diarrhea, it is, see what happens, intestinal may be affected, like we can say. Then if a person is continuously vomiting and all, then we can say he is suffering from the liver. Then if a person is showing the vomiting, unconsciousness and headache, then we can say the brain is affected. See, based on that, based on the symptoms of the signs, we can identify the disease to which side of the body is affected. Isn't it? That we have studied in the previous class. The next, dear students, here in your textbook he has given few principles. Few principles they have given in your textbook. See, the first one is the principles of prevention, then principles of treatment. To deal with the disease, or infectious disease, in your textbook they have given mainly two principles. The first one is the principle of prevention. The second one is principles of treatment. See, first one is the principles of treatments. The second one is principle of prevention. See, in case of principles of treatment, if a disease occurs in a human being, then how we will give the treatment for the disease. See, how we have to treat the disease or a patient. See, there are two ways. The first one, by reducing the effects of disease. We can reduce the effects of disease we can reduce the effects of disease. First one, that is, he has given the principles of two principles. To deal with the disease. The first one is principles of treatment. Principles of treatments. The second one, principles of prevention. Principles of prevention. The next, here dear students, in case of principles of treatment, again you will see the two types, see, not two types, the infectious disease on two ways. See what happens by reducing the effect of disease. First one, by reducing the effect of disease. The second one is, that is, by killing the disease causing microbes. By killing the disease causing microbes. Yes? See here what happens, dear students? Principles of treatment, how we will treat the disease. The first one, how will be the treatment? The first one by reducing the effect of disease. We will take the we will reduce the effects of disease. By different way we will explain, I will explain the different ways to reduce the disease. And next, the second one, by killing the disease causing microbes which are entered in our body. See, the first one, reducing the effects. See here the treatments are provided to the reduce the symptoms. See, for example, if a person is suffering from the fever, we will go to the doctors to reduce the symptoms of the reduce the disease. See next, the symptoms are usually because of the inflammation, means effect of microorganisms, that is called as the inflammation that you have studied. See, effect is due to the inflammation. Next, the treatment brings down the disease. The treatment, whatever we are getting the treatments from the doctors and all, that initially, that the initial stage what happens, that reduces the effects of disease. The next, and the another way, by taking the bed rest. By taking the bed rest, what happens, dear students? If we take the rest, what happens in our body? The energy will be stored more. If you work, if you go on working, what happens during the illness? If you go on working, the energy, whatever the energy is there, that will be used up. During the illness, if you are suffering from a disease, we need more energy because the energy is going on continuously using up. See, by the microorganisms and all, that is the antibodies which are killing the foreign bodies, it needs more energy. If we go on working, that energy will be utilized there only. See, if we take the bed rest, the energy will be stored and the antibodies will get the energy to fight against the microorganisms, to kill the microorganisms or the foreign bodies. Yes, the best way to take the bed rest. By bed rest, what happens? We will get the energy, or the energy will be stored in the body, by which what happens? We can reduce the effect of disease by a proper way, or a particular way. Yes. Next, dear students, after this one, by killing the disease causing microbes. See, the microbes we have studied in the previous class. The number of microbes which enters the body by different ways, by water, air and food and all, the different way it will enters into the body. Here, dear students, in this way, in this principle, we are going to learn how to kill the microbes. The microorganisms, microbes like the different types of microbes are there. See, viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoans and all that causes the diseases. See, each of these groups of organisms have their own biochemical pathway. See, in the before the last period we have studied. That is, in case of bacteria, common biological pathway is there. See what happens, a single common antibiotic can use to destroy the bacteria, but a common the medicine or the dose is not applicable, or the antibiotic is not applicable to kill the viruses, because the biological pathways of each and every virus is different from each and every other viruses. See what happens, the biological pathways is totally different in different viruses, isn't it? But in case of bacteria, the biological pathways is similar. Biological pathways means their metabolic activities, means the nature of survival and all. Yes, they are similar in all the bacteria. That's why a common antibiotic is applicable for all the bacteria, but the common antibiotic is not applicable for all the viruses, isn't it? Next, dear students, see what happens here. In case of all the microbes, the biological pathway is not similar in all the microorganisms. There is a virus in case of virus category only, there is a lot of differences are there in the biological pathways. Next, in case of bacteria, see common in case of bacteria also, there in case of protozoa, their life path is different. Bacterial life path is different. In case of virus, the life path is different. Yes, the life paths are different. That's why common dose is not applicable for all the microbes. See, these processes may be biological pathways for the synthesis of new substances or the respiration, and you can say we have to find out the drug that blocks the bacterial synthesis pathways. See, we have to invent a particular drug. See, nowadays the scientists are continuously working to discover the vaccines for the COVID-19 and all. Yes, see, the physician or the doctors or the scientists, they are continuously working, and they will identify the particular dose or the drug to kill to break the biological pathway of that particular living organ or the disease causing microorganisms. See, the particular dose we have to take which blocks the biological pathways of the disease causing microorganisms which are enter in our body. The drugs or the dose that we are taking, that antibiotics or the vaccines what we are taking, they block the pathways of the microorganisms or the disease causing agents in our body. Yes. Next, dear students, the antiviral medicines is harder than the antibacterial medicines. See, antiviral medicines are very dangerous because all the viruses doesn't have the common path. Each and every virus, they have the different biological pathways. Yes, because viruses have few biochemical mechanism of their own. See, when virus enters the body, they use up our body machinery or our machinery for their life process. See what happens, they combine the DNA with our DNA. They use our biological pathways. That's why it is very toughest task to cure the viral disease. The COVID is a viral disease, and it is very toughest task to cure the COVID-19, because all the viruses, when they enter the body, see what happens, enters the body, they use up our machinery or the biological mechanism of our body. They use up, it means by combining our DNA with their DNA, and that's why it is very dangerous, it is very toughest task to kill the viruses. But bacteria, they will not do so. See what happens, the bacteria will survive separately, and the common antibiotics are applicable to destroy the bacteria. Yes. Next, dear students, come to the principles of prevention. How to prevent the disease. See here, treatment. First one, by reducing the effects by taking the common diseases, common doses and all, or by taking the bed rest. We can prevent ourselves only, but that kind of treatment we will give to control the disease. And second one, by taking the proper doses or proper drugs or proper vaccines, we can kill the microorganisms. The next, we can principles of prevention. See, priorly, before the disease when enters the body, we can prevent. So the different ways they are given in your textbook. They see here also the mainly two ways. First, you have mentioned basically. See what happens here. General way. The second one is specific way. General way and specific way. Principles of prevention. How to prevent the disease. First one is general way. The second one is specific way. In case of general way, see general way, the preventing the infectious disease, infection by preventing the exposures. See what happens. Suppose we are seeing that in China the COVID was origin. In Wuhan, it is going and spreading in China. If we go to that atmosphere or the environment, what happens? We will also get the COVID. We don't have to expose to that particular environment where the disease is. It means, in case of general way, the first one is by avoiding to the environment. By avoiding to the environment where the diseases are spread or exposing, avoiding the avoiding to the environment or the exposing to the environment. Suppose the disease is spread in an area, we will avoid to go there. That we will not expose to that atmosphere. That is the general way. We will prevent ourselves. Yes. The next, prevent the exposure to the infectious microbes. Prevent the infected. For example, suppose if a disease occurs in that particular area, we will avoid ourselves to go there. One way. Then, if it is necessary, then we will use the precautions. See what happens. We will use the masks. Then PPE kit and all. By wearing this one, we will go there if it is necessary. Yes. Then preventing to the exposures to the airborne microbes. It means avoiding overcrowding. If the overcrowding is there, avoiding overcrowding. In overcrowding, what happens? The microbes again that will be spread more. COVID. During the instructions of COVID that is going on, giving continuously during the phone call, what happens? That during the ring of phone call, that the government has put a caller tune, that is avoiding ourselves with the overcrowding. See what happens? During the overcrowding, that may be leads for the exposed to the diseases. It means we can prevent from the disease by avoiding the overcrowd. It means by maintaining the social distance, we can prevent ourselves from the disease. Yes. The next, dear students, the preventing airborne disease. Airborne disease we can prevent ourselves by exposing into the contaminated air and by overcrowding and by wearing the mask and PPE kit and all. Then we will not go in the contaminated areas. Yes, by this way we can control. Then for the waterborne disease, airborne disease, how we will provide, how we will expose. See, in case of general way, for airborne disease, we will use avoiding to the exposing to the overcrowding and by wearing the mask and by wearing the PPE kit. Yes, for waterborne disease, purified water. Purified water. Next, by using boiled water. By using boiled water or purified water. See, on boiling water, whatever the microbial activity that will be done on boiling, and purifying what happens, the whatever the microorganisms that disease causing microbes that will be dying, on purifying that will be separated out. Yes. The next, dear students, the preventing the disease by exposing to the prevention by the general way, by exposing to the contaminated or the vectors. The preventing the vectors, vector-borne disease, airborne disease by wearing the mask and all. PPE kit and all. The next, third one, vector-borne disease. Vector-borne disease means the disease which is carried by the animals. Animals are the vectors which carry the diseases. For example, mosquito is a vector. How we will prevent ourselves? See, by using the mosquito coils. Yes, and next, avoiding the stagnation of water in the catchment areas in our surroundings by keeping clean our surrounding, and avoiding the stagnant of water in the catchment areas, and by avoiding by using the mosquito repellents, mosquito nets, and by wearing the full sleeves dresses and all. Yes, by this way we will prevent the exposing to the vector-borne disease. Yes. Next, dear students, avoiding to the exposed to the infectious patients. See, fourth one, infectious patients. See, suppose for example a person is suffering from the COVID-19, we will isolate him. We have to isolate him in a home quarantine alone. Or if a person is suffering from the TB, we have to isolate him in a separate room. See, we can prevent the disease by avoiding the exposing to the infected patients. We will not go with him for a physical contact and all. We will isolate the infectious patient. By this way, this is the general way to prevent the disease. See, the principles of prevention here, two ways, general way and specific way. In general way, that is by avoiding the exposing to the atmosphere or the environment or the contaminated area or the contamination. See, for airborne disease, we will avoiding the overcrowding and by wearing the mask and PPE kit and all, and we will by using the sanitizers and all, we will avoid to expose into the airborne disease, that the air contains the disease, that we avoid that particular air. Then waterborne disease, we will get a purified water and next boiled water to control from the waterborne disease. Next, the vector-borne disease, like a vector, that is mosquito, that avoids the stagnant of water in the catchment areas or the keeping clean our environment. Then after this one, we have to use the mosquito repellent and the pesticides and all. By using this one, we can kill the microorganisms. Next, dear students, come to the general way of prevention. These are the specific general way, that is we can prevent ourselves. Here, general way, that is by taking the vaccinations. General way is here. Sorry. See here, vector-borne is again general way, that is, let us see again the general way, that is by taking the nutritive food, by increasing the immunity. By increasing the immunity system, making the healthy to the immunity system. What happens? By taking the nourishing food or nutritive food. By taking the nutritive food. By taking the nutritive food, we will we can prevent the disease. If we are getting the nutritive food, what happens? We will get the disease resistance power. The disease resistance power fight against the disease continuously. Then we will become healthy. We will not affected by any diseases. If we are healthy, the disease will not affect us, isn't it? It means, see what happens? The immunity can be increased by taking the nutritive food. Then fifth one, by continuous exercise. We have to keep our body healthy. When it is possible, if we take the nutritive food and we will go for the continuous exercise, because of that only we will be healthy and we will not affect any of the diseases, because our body or the immunity will become so strong due to the new nutritive food and then continuous exercise. Yes, isn't it? These are the general way. In examination he has explained the principles of prevention of diseases. Here the disease prevention principles of prevention include the two ways. The first one is general way, the specific way. General ways that I have mentioned here. The specific way very shortly as given by taking the vaccinations. Vaccination. See, vaccine. First we have to know the vaccine. Vaccine means, see, you might have the idea about the polio drops when you got when you are in the childhood. Your parents carry you to the Anganwadi and all, or the government hospital. There you got the polio drops and BCG injections on your shoulder. See what happens to dear students? Without the disease they are giving, there is no any diseases. Prior of the disease, see polio, hepatitis and BCG injection, whatever they are giving, these are the treatment prior to the disease, before the disease. See, in the future the disease should not affect. Polio, we are healthy. See, the children are healthy, but even that we are taking them to the government hospital and or the Anganwadi because to get the polio drops. Polio is a vaccine. Polio is a vaccine that is giving prior to the disease. The child should not be affected by the polio causing viruses in the future. In the future, not now. The child is not suffering from the polio, but even that we are giving the polio, it means we are giving the polio vaccine. Vaccine means the diseases are the dose which are giving prior to the disease, or to increase the immunity system. Whatever the diseases are the doses are giving to increase the immunity power, that doses are called as the vaccines. See, taking of vaccine is called as the vaccination. That vaccination is giving on particular age. They are giving within a particular age. See, next the process of giving the extra defensive mechanism to fight against the diseases. To fight against the disease is called as the immunization. Immunization means our immunity system that is killing the disease continuously. Immunity system is there that continuously killing the microorganisms which are entered to our body. That immunity system will get strengthened due to taking of the vaccines. That is called as the immunization. Yes, one person is affected by the disease like smallpox and all, or the polio, that has to take. It means due to the lack of the vaccination, the person can be suffer from the number of the disease, viral disease. Vaccine was invented by the first time Edward Jenner. Edward Jenner is the name of scientist who invented the first time the vaccines. Isn't it? That's all about the today's class. The remaining we will study in the next class.